What's good, YouTube? Once again, man, it's your boy G Hollywood coming at you with another raw ass Cellie story, man. Like I always tell you, man, go ahead and hit that like button. And most of all, share the content. That's what grows the channel. So today, I'm gonna be telling y'all a story, man, about the one and only foot doctor. Yeah, foot doctor. And just like I always tell you, man, it's when you're in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, man, and probably in any prison, right? You got a lot of guys that wear a lot of hats, man. And in this case, this guy called himself the foot doctor. Did he work on feet? Nah. Was he a doctor? Nah. It was just a name that he took up on himself, man. You know, the label itself inside the institution, man. Like I tell you, man, in any prison you arrive at, man, you pretty much can be all you can be until you get exposed, right? Or until you expose somebody else. Now, not to say that the person that gets exposed is, soft in one way or another, man. It's just that, in other words, your cover might get blown and you might not get the same action like you was getting once before, right? Which is sometimes good. But in this case, it wasn't good, right? So I'm gonna try to paint this picture just as clear as day, man. So everybody can see what the foot doctor was about, man. What the foot doctor was about. The foot doctor was what we call, man, a shower shark, right? And what a shower shark do, man, is he would align himself with the shower. Align himself with the shower, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and paint a picture for those that that aren't familiar with prisons of this magnitude, right? So on the new units, man, you got to, especially on the dorms. Let's put it like that, man. On the dorms, man. So on the dorm, you got the new, the shower is set up right in front of your bunk, right? And it runs like in an L shape. So you can be sitting on your bunk and watching the shower at the same time. That's if you choose to, right? But a motherfucker that ain't no shower shark ain't gonna stand there and watch the shower, right? But some men are shower sharks, because once you've been in prison for, a substantial amount of time, man, you lose touch with reality, man. And reality is, man, that a man ain't got no business looking at another man, right? But we in prison, so that shit don't always turn out like that, right? And so when you hear these motherfucking names like the foot doctor, the massage doctor, the chiropractor, and all this free word shit that's made up to label these niggas in prison, right? And you begin to say, damn, is this shit real or is this shit fake? Because if you're not amongst that crowd to where they operating like that, you don't know if the shit fake or real, right? And this particular person, you can see him every day, and the regular motherfuckers just make a joke out of it. Yeah, they call him the foot doctor, man, or they call him the chiropractor, man, until you see this shit go down for real, then you be like, damn, the whole time motherfucker was calling this shit, this person, this shit, that was for real, right? So anyway, man, let's get back to the story at hand on the motherfucking foot doctor, man. And like I say, man, the foot doctor would post up in his bunk, right? Now, you can't tell a motherfucker what to look at. That's what you can't do. But what you can do is if you catch a motherfucker staring at your ass, you can wreck him. You can wreck him. And, you know, and I've seen plenty of motherfuckers get wrecked for even looking in the direction of the shower when the wrong motherfucker in there, right? But, like I said, man, the motherfucker know who to fuck with like that. The motherfucker know who not to fuck with like that. But nevertheless, we in prison, man. We in prison, man. And you're going to run into some fucked up, weird motherfuckers in there, man, to where you think they real, and they might be real. But at the end of the day, you have to watch out for all them weird-ass titles, man. Because them titles carry some type of weight. Whether it be fucked up weight or whether it be good weight, right? So when I first heard the name of foot doctor, right, I didn't know if this nigga come from the world from doing surgeries on a nigga feet or getting a nigga shot in the foot. I didn't know what the nigga was in the penitentiary for, you know what I'm saying? All I know is the nigga stayed on one row in front of the shower, and the nigga was labeled as a shower shark, right? And his choice of motherfuckers they used to stalk was young Mexicans, young white boys. That was his choice, right? Now, once again, you can't tell a motherfucker how to do their time. But what you can do, if a motherfucker fuck with you in that manner, you can punish his ass, right? Real shit. So, anyway, man, I've heard the story about the foot doctor. And I've been hearing this shit so much, man, to where, you know, I want to know if the shit real, right? So anyway, man, on one particular day, man, I approached the foot doctor. And we gonna keep his real shit disclosed, and we just gonna call him the foot doctor, right? So anyway, man, I approached the foot doctor. So I asked the nigga, say, man, from me to you, not that I give a fuck or not, man, but I just want to know why you labeled the foot doctor, man. And of course, I know he wasn't gonna tell me the truth, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas never want to blow their cover. Not only do they want to blow their cover, nigga feel like they don't owe you no motherfucking explanation, no way. Which he don't. Because he ain't fucking with me in that manner, so he don't owe me no explanation. So the nigga blew it off and say, you know, man, you know, this is why he told me the reason why they called him the foot doctor, man. I knew he was goddamn me blowing smoke, but this is what he said, man. The reason why they called me the foot doctor, man, because, you know, I know a lot about the Achilles heel and all this old type of shit, man. The nigga gave me a bunch of book shit, you know what I'm saying? And niggas in prison read books. That's all you got time to do is read books if you want to, right? So the nigga know how to hit you with the right shit to get you off his ass, right? Now, like I said, it didn't matter to me one way or another, right? I just knew they called the nigga the foot doctor. Now, stay with me. Stay with me. Because we finna get deep into this shit, man. So, the foot doctor worked in the motherfucking kitchen with me. Never ever did I pay attention to this nigga and his moves, but he worked in the kitchen with me, right? I worked in the officer's dining hall. Foot doctor worked out on the floor where he served juice, water, and all that other shit to the other inmates, right? That's where he worked at. Now, on a normal day, we would come into the kitchen, right? Come into the kitchen. I go to my spot. Flow works go to their spot. I'm locked behind the door, but they not. But I can come out of that motherfucker anytime I get ready. So anyway, like I said, we leaving from the spot, and he go with, they go where they go, and I go where I go. Not paying no attention to them, right? But I'm still want to know why they call this nigga the foot doctor, right? So I run up on a partner of mine, right? Run up on a partner of mine named AR. And I'm like, say, AR, man, let me get at you, man, on some real shit, right? I'm a regular. So if a nigga got it, correct information, nigga ain't gonna put the wrong spiel on nigga. He gonna tell you what's up. He gonna tell you what he know that's facts or what he heard, right? But in this case, I don't want to hear no her say, she say shit. I want to know some facts about why they call this nigga the foot doctor. Because I've been hearing it too long when this nigga name is in circulation. Nigga like, man, that motherfucker foot doctor something else, man. Foot doctor something else, right? So anyway, I asked my partner, AR, say, AR, let me holler at you, man. So he gave me the whole spiel on the doctor, right? He said, man, what this nigga do, man, is he get a nigga full of them psychotic drugs that they give him at the pill window, right? And once they give him the drugs at the pill window, he gives them young niggas. And when I mean young niggas, I'm not talking about blacks, because we know nowadays everybody use that terminology as nigga. So we'll just keep it on that note, right? So he give it to the motherfuckers that's younger than him. He ain't gonna fuck with no motherfucker that's up in age, because he already know he can't put that spiel on the motherfucker. But he will trick some young motherfuckers, right? So, AR say he'll give it to the young motherfuckers, and down there, they do share fucking psychotic drugs together. They will put the shit in the coffee, and they'll drink coffee together. So, long story short, a motherfucker looking to try to escape reality, right? Especially when you got big time, and everybody can't get a hold of no real motherfucking narcotics. So they use the psych, the psych drugs is what they call it. You might be on motherfucking they got a couple of drugs called Hound Dog or Artane or the motherfucking what they would call Purple Passion, which is Thurzine, right? Niggas put that in their coffee, to get a nod. Some niggas go to sleep on sight, right? And that's what he used to use, right? So when you go to sleep on sight, it is what it is. And I didn't know that this the type of drug that the nigga was using, right? What he was using to get a motherfucker and persuade you in his area to do what he do, not to fuck with your feet though, right? He was just labeled the foot doctor because that's what he used to trick these motherfuckers in his cell with. He'll trick him in his cell with, and he would break that motherfucking Thursday in half and smash it down real good, and that shit goes in the coffin, and you fucked up. Like I say, some niggas will fall straight on their ass and go to sleep right there. I've seen it happen all the time. When motherfuckers put the psychotic drug in the coffin and they're in the day room and they passing the shit around, you see 2-3 niggas just nod. All the time, them niggas on them psych drugs, right? But anyway, back to the story right here with that badass foot doctor, man. So Anyway, man, the day came when I was getting off work, right? I was getting off work. Keep in mind now, at the beginning of the story, I told you the foot doctor stayed right there on one road. Ain't no motherfucking cells. Ain't no way you conceal shit. Everything you do is on Front Street when you on that one road where that shower at. Now you might can get away with a lot of shit if you up on the top tier and you at the back. But anything other than that, you gonna see it. You know, that's why when a nigga come from work and you stay out there in that area, you gonna keep your motherfucking head straight. Like they put the things on the horse. You ain't gonna look to the side one way or the other, you know, because you sure don't want to look up in a nigga cubicle and get burnt up. And what we mean by burnt up, you might catch a nigga taking care of his business. You know what I'm saying? And you see some shit you don't want to see. So a regular know what to do, and that's keep straight ahead, right? But anyway, man, back to the foot doctor. So one day, like I said, I was getting out of work, man, and the foot doctor preference is young motherfuckers, right? So I'm sliding in the L shape, man, get ready to hit the corner. Boom, that a foot doctor. He got a motherfucker laying in the bunk. Weird shit here. I mean, some weird shit. He got a motherfucker laying in the bunk. Got they foot massaging the motherfucker, right? He massaging the motherfucker foot. Keep in mind, like I say, it ain't shit you can conceal right here, so you can see what you want to see. That's if you want to see it, right? So I see the nigga massaging the nigga foot. So I'm like, what the fuck going on right here, man? I think he massaging the nigga foot. That's because I'm not trying to look straight in that motherfucker. I'm trying to look out my peripheral to see what it really is, right? But just to goddamn clarify what really is fucking going on, I said, fuck it, let me see what this fool ass nigga doing. So I went on swiveling one time, turned my head. This nigga had this nigga foot in his motherfucking mouth. He massaging the nigga foot and he got the nigga foot in his mouth. I say, what the fuck going on right here, man? And then it came back into play. That's where the nigga got the name foot doctor. That's the move he used to use on the niggas when they in his cell, right? But to get a nigga in that position, he would put the psychotic drug inside the motherfucking coffee, and they will be drinking the coffee together. Motherfuckers that's just not coming to the system. They don't know what the fuck to do, when to do it, or how to do it, right? Don't know that motherfuckers in prison wear all type of goddamn hats. And motherfuckers read books all day. So in other words, he's serving him some game that he probably got out of a book, because he ain't no motherfucking doctor at all and don't know shit about no feet. But this is what he served motherfuckers that don't know no better, right? So anyway, that incident went by. I tell my homeboy AR, I said, man, dig this up. I know why they call this nigga the foot doctor, man. Because I was getting out of work one day, man. When I come through, I see the nigga in the cubicle. The nigga had a nigga whole foot in his mouth and massaging him. And the nigga was laid back on the bunk like he was in the motherfucking Matrix. Don't know what happened after that because I didn't stick around. I knew then that's why they called him the foot doctor, right? Now keep in mind, I told you this same nigga working in the kitchen with me, right? Boom. So this is when he get exposed. It was all right for you to go to fucking with inmates like that. But when you step your game up and go to fucking with the laws like that, you're gonna get your motherfucking career in it, foot doctor. So anyway, we at work one day, right? We're at work one day. So when you come in the morning, like I explained to you a few minutes ago, everybody go where they gonna go, right? I go to my spot, they go to their spot, right? So anyway, we go on through the day, do what we do, work, and all this old type of shit, man. And lo and behold, man, foot doctor in the chow hall, female working the line, right? So boom. But everybody had this habit when chow over with, motherfuckers sit at the table and talk, whether it be you talking to the lawman or you talking to the female, right? It was all good, so nobody ever pays attention to that type of shit, right? Until goddamn me something happened. And then you got everybody's attention, right? So on this particular day, man, the foot doctor decided to take his game to another level. And what I mean by take his game to another level is that same motherfucking Mickey Finn he was dropping on them niggas on the pod. He dropped it on the CO. He dropped it on the CO. So anyway, he hit the CO with the Mickey Finn, right? Of course, goddamn me, the same effect it's gonna have on anybody else is gonna have on that same person, especially if you don't have no tolerance level for what they call a motherfucking purple passion. And that's a motherfucking Thurazine pill that would knock your ass out and you wouldn't know where you was at. That's the drug that they use in prison when they want to lay your ass out, especially when you causing too much ruckus. They give you one of them Thurazine pills to calm your ass down. They already know you're going to go to sleep. So anyway, back to the story at hand. So foot doctor slide this in on the bitch. And I'm going to call this one right here, man, the TDC rape drug, man, with this motherfucking me house dog. Therazine. Bad motherfucker. So he slides it up under her, right? Slides it up under her. And when he slides it up under, y'all know the next move. We ain't rubbing no goddamn feet. We going straight in, right? So foot doctor slided up under man and he knock her down. You know, just like motherfucking free world date rape. And the nigga was so much of a motherfucking fool with it, he acted like shit didn't happen. She in the chow hall knocked out, clothes off, pussy wet. This nigga go to the back door, standard strip search, walk to the house. At the house like ain't shit happened. Doing his normal thing, right? And the CO in the chow hall busted wide open. This nigga done date raped this hoe, fucked her, went to the house. When she come to in the infirmary, she tell him who the last person that she talked to, which was the foot doctor, right? And how they popped him is she told him she was drinking a Coke soda water, right? The Coke soda water was still on the table. when they took her to the infirmary, right? So they go get the Coke soda water. And come to find out, the nigga dropped 2 of them on her motherfucking ass. That's why she was so fucked up. So they test the motherfucking meat beverage drink she was drinking it. Come back to find out that it was 2 Thurazine pills dropped in the motherfucker. And anybody know anything about Thurazine, 2 of them motherfuckers is knock a horse out. So she was out of there, right? But that don't mean he did it. But what they did was when pull a nigga jacket and find out this nigga was up under the psych and the same pills that found in that Coke soda water, that's what he get. So the moral of the story, man, is niggas in prison wear hats for reasons. Not all hats are good, but not all hats are bad. And that don't mean the foot doctor was a bad motherfucker. It would just mean that he was doing time, man. And he chose to do shit his way. And they labeled him as the foot doctor. But we know one thing. All motherfucking careers must come to an end. But if you want to look at it in the way the foot doctor looked at it, it wasn't no losing with him. He still won, right? Still pulled off the trick that he was trying to pull off. And we don't know how long he's been planning this shit, right? And would have got away with it if they wouldn't have tested the soda. But as all good things go with motherfucking prison, man, they all must come to an end. Everything has the expiration date, man. So shout out to the foot doctor, man, for even having the motherfucking balls to drop a motherfucking penitentiary rape drug on a motherfucker. That's how he got the name of the foot doctor, man. And once again, man, in prison, motherfuckers wear all type of hats, man. The foot doctor, the chiropractor, you never know what you're gonna run into that motherfucker, man. It's be all you can be, man, in prison. You never know. But what we do know is that they like, subscribe, and share this information, man. Share this information and push that thumbs up, man. And like I said, I'm gonna call this here, man, prison date rape, man. Salute.